thought seems to have certain trajectories. Like in certain eras, there's certain important topics, there's certain battlefields, right? Women's vote. Where is free thought now? I mean, is the Richard Dawkins, is the New Atheist, is that where free thought is now? Or
actually, well, free thought, I guide you to my article on unbelief in the United States. It's a real crowd pleaser. But all seriousness aside, free thought today now covers a pretty broad area. It goes from people like Dawkins, who are very much in-your-face atheists, to liberal religious traditions within the Christian and the Jewish tradition. The Unitarian Universalist Church varies from congregation to congregation, but many Unitarian congregations are strongly humanistic. You've got the ethical culture movement, which is kind of Judaism's version of the UU Church. There's also a Society for Secular Humanist Judaism that has culturally Jewish atheistic congregations around the country that have a vivid synagogue life and maintain the Jewish traditions, but just do it as a cultural exercise. And you'll go all the way from there to there are religious humanists who may feel that some of them feel that human beings themselves are almost worthy of worship in their own right. There are some who are a little more mild than that, but still have the belief that sooner or later humanity must ultimately prevail and solve all of its problems, which strikes me as religious a view as adhering to any of the great church doctrines, because we can't know that yet. And then you move into the people who are more atheists, agnostics. I'm affiliated with an organization called the Council for Secular Humanism. And secular humanists are basically people who hold an effectively atheistic view of the world. They may not be running up to strangers and grabbing them by the lapels and telling them that there's no God, but their worldview has no reliance on God. And they stress using human intelligence, and human reason, and human compassion to build effective values based on how they work in this life. So there's a very broad range that there are actually very few people who still identify themselves primarily as free thinkers. We're dealing with the organizational children and grandchildren of the classical free thought movement. But it's quite an intriguing and diverse group of people, and much of it really flies under the radar as far as the average American is concerned, because popular discussions of irreligion in all of its forms, or even open questioning toward religion, has been somewhat discouraged. We've been somewhat in the closet, and we're beginning to come out.
Yeah, Joe.